Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to SlimChat. It's Tracy. And as you can see, I managed to do this doodad thing in my hair today. I'm not sure how perfect it is, because one thing I've noticed, that having a dodgy arm this side and trying and failing mostly to get a ponytail, is that they always seem to be over this side, because I pull it obviously with this, doing it more with this arm. So I'm hoping it's kind of middle for diddle, as they say. I feel like I'm slurring, but I'm not. It's just my speech impediment, I guess. But does it look wonky? Maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, I finally managed to be able to do it. And Linda, just a crochet sister, loves it. She loves this thing. She likes it when I do it. I think it's her. I'm sure it is. Anyway, I managed to do it. First time since I come out of hospital that I've been able to get that in. But then I had a bit more movement this morning because I woke up feeling absolutely awful and in agony. So I took some painkillers and then went back to sleep. So I woke up with less pain because of the painkillers kicking in, I suppose. It is absolutely pouring down today. I can hear it. There's this noise. It's over that side of the house, so I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but it's like a shh, and it's really loud. Like if I can hear it in here, it has to be very, very loud. Absolutely pouring down. So that just makes you feel really gloomy, doesn't it? I don't mind cold weather as such, because you can always put clothes on, but when it's raining, hoods and umbrellas tend to blow inside out if there's any sort of breeze. So it's just horrible weather. Not that I plan on going anywhere, to be honest with you. Still haven't got any diesel. There are times when petrol stations have it. Tends to be very early in the morning and late at night, and I'm certainly not up for that. Mike said he'd come with me if I wanted to go get it, but I just couldn't be bothered, I thought there's nowhere I'm going anyway. Although I do have to go to the post office. Having said that, post some bits off. Well, I need to find a shop that does Hermes as well, because Gary has to send something back and I have to send something to the lovely Granny D. Now, I did get a message from one of my subscribers who won one of my giveaways for a magazine, and I have posted it off and they've not received it, so I need them to get in touch with me again, because I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I think it was one I had two of, so I need to remind me what one it was. I can see if I can get that done. If not, we'll work something out. What else have I got to do today? That's it really. Make dinner. I said I would cook for Gary. He came in last night and he was almost too tired to make the food and I said, well, why didn't you let me do the toad in the hole for you then, which is what he wanted? And he said, I didn't realise I'd be this tired. So I said, well, you should have messaged me and I would have made it. So I'm doing that today. Now, I'm not doing a big one because it's only for him. I'm not keen. But so in the end, he did make his fajita that he was having, and he didn't watch much TV before he went to bed. So for some reason this shift is really tiring him out, and the reason I think it is because A, he's training someone, so that means even less work, and B, there's no work, so he has a lot of downtime, and that wears you out. It makes you more tired than if you were busy. Sometimes I found anyway, when I was at work, if it was slow, dragged. And not only did it dragged you down and made you tired. Where if you were busy, you were buzzing because of the adrenaline keeping you going. So I think that's probably why it is, because he wasn't, shouldn't have leant on it. He wasn't that tired before. So, movie quote of the day and pussycat quote of the day. Let's get them on, shall we? Let's get it on. I think that's something completely different, Trace. Okay, so meow quote of the day. Probably because they are embarrassed by their baldness, humans put layer after layer of clothes on themselves to cover their nakedness. They change these substitutes daily. It's pathetic to see them worrying about what they put on to cover up their skin problem. Well, you see furry people now and then, though, don't you? Like, sometimes the things that come out of my mouth, I'm astounded by myself. But you do. You see these like really, really ultra hairy people. What? Hirsute, I think they call it. Hirsute. Perhaps cats would like them. I don't know. So the movie quote of the day was, "A boy's best friend is his mother." And that was Norman Bates. It was Psycho. Julie B got that. Jane, Kim A, Trina R, Linda F, and Karen M. You know when you're a regular, because stop using your last name. Occasionally I do. So this one is get busy living or get busy dying. So, what's that one? Brilliant. Brilliant movie. Not necessarily one that's renowned for quotes. So you might get it, you might not. You might kick yourself. But, ow, not in the ear. Get busy living or get busy dying. Trying to sound butch. Might give it away a little bit. Butch. That's a word, isn't it? Macho got replaced. Butch got replaced by Macho. Back in the 80s, I think. But yeah, you're Butch. That's sort of got a different connotation these days. Anyway. I have no idea what I'm going to eat today. Because I hate toad in the hole. I don't like the way the batter takes on the sausage flavour, and I don't really like batter. So I figured I'd make one for Gary, or I might do one, see how I go with it. But what to have with it even? I think I might do some mashed potato. That hurts mashing. Hurts this bit here. But I'm going to push through the pain barrier. Cook for my man. Oh, God, I'm on one today. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry. And possibly eggs for breakfast. I seem to be a bit of a one-trick pony there. Having eggs every morning, but I do like the taste. Because they're so, well, there are more flavours coming back. But they're either tasteless or very mild. So, eggs is eggs for me. That's actually a saying, isn't it? Eggs is eggs. I don't know what it means. Really. But I've heard it. Of course eggs is eggs. What else would eggs be? Earths. I've been watching too much Gordon, Fred and Gino. Gordon, Gino and Fred. Love that programme. It's so funny. And Gino is so naughty. It reminds me so much of me. The things that he does. And Gary and I watch it together. And that season where they were in Vegas and all over it, well, they did 3. Fancy that. An American road trip. And there was 3 of them. And it's like, America's so vast. Why would you only do 3? Anyway. When they did the American one, they had subtitles, which was brilliant. But the older ones, they don't have subtitles, which is really stupid. Because, you know, Gary needs them. And it's on the mainstream TV, so I don't get why there's no subtitles. And, you know, every now and then you'll watch something, which is really... I'm sort of speaking out on behalf of deaf people now. And people who just can't understand... other languages. So if you might not be English or from the UK, that sounds trite, but I don't mean like people who are from the UK who might be foreign. You know what I mean? That so English to them is difficult to understand if we waffle on quick. That's what I'm trying to say, because, you know, let's face it, you might be able to speak French, but if someone's like blah, 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 99 to the dozen, you might not understand that French. It's no different with English, I think. And so I think subtitles should be on, whether you need them. You know, not you can turn them off, obviously, but they should be available to these days on everything that you watch. Because sometimes, for instance, trying to think of the programme. Fringe. Gary and I are watching Fringe at the moment. So we found Fringe on Sky where there were no subtitles. No good to Gary whatsoever. So we found Fringe on Prime, and I had to subscribe to that Stars thing because they had Fringe with subtitles. So I'm now paying to watch an old show. It was really annoying. Just so that Gary, it's only $5.99 a month or something. But, you know, if you pay for Netflix, well, we don't. It comes free with Sky. But, you know, if you pay for all these things, doesn't it sort of, you know, annoy you? Because it starts to mount up. And it's Amazon Prime not only have this Stars thing, they have other pay-for-views as well. So if something you want to watch on that one, and then you suddenly got to pay for that as well. So what? Come on already. That's off. You know, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. So yeah, I'm having a bit of a rant now. Just saying. But no, they should have subtitles, I think, on everything. It's like, you know, you buy a DVD, you look on the back, sometimes there's subtitles, sometimes there's not. So Gary watched Spartacus, he loved that. Bit rude. I just wonder why he liked it, you know. But no, he loves all things to do with that. You know, the Romans and Spartacus. Anyway, and the fact that it was filth, you know. It was just... Anyway, but he watched that, he loved it, it had subtitles. Buy the DVD, doesn't have subtitles. What? You know, subtitles are available for that show. Someone did them. Why did they not buy it as an add-on and put it on there? Just didn't want to put the price up, maybe. Same with Fringe. The subtitles exist. They're actually there on Stars Play. That's the name of the thing. Stars Play. But you can't put them on Sky. Sky's bad for subtitles, I've noticed. You know, so many times we go to watch something and, oh, we can't watch that. It's not got any subtitles. And you think, oh, I have to watch it without him now. It's really a pain. So, you know, I think they should sort it out and put subtitles on for everything. I know that's kind of like something that doesn't affect everybody, but those it does affect, you know. And, you know, they're all for making things inclusive. They forget deaf people. They do. They kind of make things inclusive for people who are gay, people who are all kinds of nationalities and genders. But what about the blind and the deaf? You not make things inclusive for the disabled. I'm just moaning now, aren't I? I'm going to blow my nose. So I'm going to have to pause it. Sound a bit like an elephant. You know. I'll be back. Oh, that was a good blow. Since I've had my operation, I've found that blowing my nose is a bit of a challenge because every time I go to blow it, it kind of has that thing go on where it blocks your own blowing. I'm not really explaining this very well. But that was a good one. Good blow. Comes to something in life when you actually think that was a really good blow. Seriously, my life has become so shallow that a good nose blow is something to tell you about. Honestly. So, yesterday, I looked through all my suppliers that I'd got lined up for Hobby Rocks. And I decided to reach out and get in touch with them and tell them why I've been off the grid. So I did one email, cut and pasted, obviously, 'cause I didn't really go into those details all those times. But I got some really nice replies this morning. And so, yeah, that's good. And, oh, God, I meant to phone Chris today and do some kind of Zoom. I'm not really up on all this. I know, I suppose I should have got into Zoom during the pandemic, but I never did. I have done like a conference call, used to do it at work. Not very successfully. I was always missing the meeting. Anyway. But I always had a good excuse. Just wouldn't go in. A number wouldn't go in. I obviously did something wrong. So I really need to brush up on my skills when it comes to that. So anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this. Good luck with the movie quote. I think you're going to need it today. It's a hard one. Get busy living or get busy dying. I can't say the voice, but it's as good as it gets, I'm afraid, today. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. Take care. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.